Good games in Perth, Adelaide against the Wildcats. We saw Brady Manick, but the key moment for me was Sean Thomas. Got a little hurt, new import for the Wildcats, and you can see in transition, turns his ankle. He's okay, luckily, but look, he pushes the emergency exit, and he's out the door. He's out of the building. We can laugh because luckily he's okay day to day with that ankle, but for 20 or so seconds, he got stuck outside the building.
I don't understand he got stuck outside the building. He literally went out the door in front of 2,000 people. They knew where he went. But they sat around going, oh, well,
it was the fourth quarter. They thought he was just on his way.
Fair enough. Hashtag NBL overtime. Let's get into it. I want to start with the Adelaide 36ers because last week in Yes or No, I asked you, is it championship or bust? You said yes, and they have tooled. They've tooled up like a team that is sick of finishing outside of the playoffs. We have a look at their ins and outs. They are absolutely stacked. Of course, we know Robert Franks and Antonio's Cleveland coming in. So the imports, we've got Mitch McCarron still there. We've got Sunday there, Daniel Johnson. They are a team. Kai Sotto as well. I'm going to start with you, Liam, because you are all about this team having a decent crack at the NBL championship.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for ownership and the front office, putting the resources behind it and going for it in free agency. Swing big, hit big, and then maybe you can win big over the course of the season. And I really want this title for Adelaide. I want this title for their fans. They've got one of the best fan bases in the league, but they have been long suffering. It's been 20 years since they raised the championship banner in Titletown. I want it for Daniel Johnson as well, who has been tremendous in this league for a long time, but has never won a ring. So hopefully they can all come together because they've got some great pieces. It's been a long time for Adelaide and they can have a big year.
So we know, Homicide, exactly what Cleveland's going to bring. We know what Franks is going to bring. But Craig Randall's really, Liam spoke on this a couple of times in the off-season. He really is the key. Put up some numbers on the weekend in those games against Perth. Is he the key for you? Did you look at him and go, all right, we know what these other guys are going to bring, but he is the key that needs to stand up?
Craig Randall is second.
Oh, hello.
G League most improved player. 27 points per game, one of the most lethal scorers in G League history. Hit 50 a couple times, he's hit 40 several times last season. This was his number, second in the league in scoring, 27 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 132 three-pointers made, led the G League in that. This is what we thought Dusty Hannahs was going to be last year. And now put it like this, if Dusty put on last year, Adelaide would have been a bigger threat. Remember, I was on the bandwagon after preseason saying, they in the top 4.
No, you said they're going to win the championship after the... Yes, you sure? Did he? Back me up here.
We might have to rotate.
You saying they weren't going to make the playoffs and me giving you pajamas.
Hey, you know what? Illawarra just got there. But I say, what makes you think that Randall's going to be better than Dusty Hannahs then, when they had similar form lines coming in?
I just think that first of all, he's starving.
Yep.
This is a guy that came from basically almost nothing.
Yep.
You know, he went to play with Brooklyn, and a couple years ago, like, he was averaging 11 points a game. He wasn't even nowhere in the lineup or thought to be like a star. So what he did this season in the past, that just shows grit, determination. I talked to his father a lot, and it was just very rare. I bumped into his dad in Vegas, random. Bumped the Vegas story, of course. And he and I just started chopping it up, and he's like, yo, I think my son might have a chance to come to, if he doesn't make it with Portland, I think he has a chance maybe to come to the NBL. I'm like, listen, man, the league is popping, and if you can find a home here, and he'll be an asset to this league, because I knew he could score following his season, talking to his dad. So I really think he's a huge key because he can get it done offensively.